Let's face it, XRP has had a fantastic run in 2025. What will happen in 2026, though? That's where the action really picks up. I'd like to show you this film, which explores all of the incredible advancements that are now taking place on the XRP ledger. Additionally, this is the kind of content that could significantly impact XRP holders. Additionally, Ripple recently released a new letter today that discusses Abu Dhabi's FSRA, RLUSD, and Abu Dhabi. I'll explain why this is important, and I have a ton of additional XRP updates to go through. But first, allow me to demonstrate this to you. For XRP, 2025 has been a significant year. The token has gained pace and appeal due to discussions about institutional adoption and the possibility of ETF approvals. However, for the majority of holders, XRP has functioned as a speculative asset, sitting in wallets awaiting the next significant surge. There weren't many alternatives available on the original XRP ledger if you wanted to use your XRP in DeFi. Because smart contracts are not natively supported by the architecture, there are very few chances for more intricate financial schemes. According to a variety of sources, Ripple DeFi presently owns over $83 million in TBL, mostly in XRPL. TBL and Activity's top protocols are Doppler Finance, OpenEden, and XRPL DEX. Beyond XRPL, Flare, which now has over $212 million in TVL, is one of the factors propelling XRP's expansion. Now let's discuss Flare. Flare is the blockchain for data, with robust built-in oracles for use cases involving a lot of data. Flare is a Layer 1 blockchain that works with EVM and was created especially to open up new applications for assets like XRP. USDT0 is the starting point. USDT0, a stablecoin built on the Layer 0 Omnichain Fungible Token, or OFT, standard, was incorporated by Flare. Without requiring conventional bridges, USDT0 may move smoothly between chains and is native and secure. When XRP and USDT0 are paired, deep liquidity pools are created, stable loan collateral is produced, and both assets' usefulness within DeFi is increased. FXRP comes next. Users can put XRP onto Flare through the FAssets protocol, enabling them to take part in all of the main DeFi protocols. Perpetual trading, decentralized exchanges, lending, and more. After FXRP, an ERC20 compatible currency is coined on Flare for usage in DeFi. The original XRP remains on the XRP ledger. Lastly, we have Firelight and staked XRP. Holders of XRP will be able to stake XRP and obtain staked XRP, a liquid staking token, through Firelight. Staked XRP can continue to be utilized in the DeFi ecosystem because this provides yield potential while preserving liquidity. Flare is creating a more complete DeFi environment for XRP holders by combining these components: USDT0 as a reliable liquidity foundation, FXRP for composability, and staked XRP for flexible staking. Real yield potential and efficient markets are the results of deep liquidity, all without compromising security or accessibility. The discussion is turning to how holders might strategically deploy their assets, even though XRP's price and adoption are still hot subjects. By creating the channels for lending, borrowing, staking, and other activities, Flare Network seeks to close this gap. Flare could be a big step toward achieving the promise of XRP for users and investors who want to use it instead of merely waiting for the next surge. Within the ecosystem of the XRP ledger, Flare is putting together something truly amazing for DeFi. Let me explain why this is important. You'll need a strategy once XRP reaches the price points we're all expecting. One strategy is to use your XRP as security, get a loan, and use the money for profitable endeavors. The traditional example is a laundromat. Then, while your XRP is safely in your hands, use those cash flows to manage the loan payments. There are plenty of clever tactics out there, but here's another option worth looking into: using blockchain technology to directly generate passive income. Use a portion of your XRP holdings to fund Flare's revenue-generating systems. Depending on the time, you may see 5% or 7%. These percentages fluctuate according to the amount of capital in each pool, the type of risk you're taking, and other variables. Here, Flare's real goal is to build the XRP ledger's fundamental DeFi architecture. Additionally, they are branching out into other blockchain networks. Their goal is lofty: They want to transfer 5 billion XRP, or about 5% of the total supply, to Flare's platform. This is what makes this intriguing. You are effectively reducing the amount of XRP that is available in the market as it is divided among various pools and locked into staking positions. The price inevitably increases when you begin removing XRP from circulation and restricting what is truly accessible. It's similar to this momentum machine, where they have all of their infrastructure ready to go, but when you add in the ETFs and the newly developed DeFi protocols, they will take even more XRP out of the market, right? ETFs are grabbing hold of it. Platforms for DeFi are hiding it. And the following innovation will make a claim as well. This is the section that is often ignored. Every single one of the new initiatives centered around the EVM sidechain will require XRP as fuel. The legal dispute created uncertainty, and developers weren't sure the XRP ledger would even be functional in 2 or 3 years, which is why development essentially stopped for the past few years. Regulators would have shut down XRP, and to be honest, brought down a sizable chunk of the whole cryptocurrency ecosystem if they had designated it as a security. But look at what's happening right now. The future is clear, developers are flooding back in, and as time goes on, this wave will only get stronger. Additionally, some smart contract technology is being developed here. Just allow me to make the connection for you. Deployment of smart contracts. The Ethereum virtual machine sidechain and native smart contracts are now operational and available to developers as of late 2025, and the XRP ledger is developing quickly. AlphaNet, a specialized development network, is now offering functional testing for XRPL's native smart contracts. These smart contracts support many programming languages, provide on-chain APIs for human-readable interfaces, and provide direct access to the XRP ledger's features and primitives. Cross-chain bridges, DeFi protocols, and NFT trading rules are just a few examples of the decentralized apps that developers can create using the framework directly on the XRP ledger. It is anticipated that Smart Escrows, the first extension, will launch in the first quarter of 2026. That begs the question, what opportunities do Smart Escrows present? For years, Ethereum proponents have been emphasizing this exact criticism. The lack of smart contracts prevents the XRP ledger from competing. Isn't that entire argument going to disappear? Because we're giving developers several methods to work with the XRP ledger, which will make it the focal point of the financial systems of the future. The XOPL EVM sidechain update is now available. On June 30th, 2025, the XRPL EVM sidechain made its mainnet debut, giving the XRP ecosystem complete Ethereum compatibility. Now developers may use the efficiency and interoperability of the XRP ledger to immediately deploy Ethereum dApps and Solidity-based smart contracts. With ambitions to integrate with Wormhole in the future, the sidechain functions as an independent launching link to the XRPL and the Axelar bridge. Shortly after its inception, the ecosystem has already drawn in new companies and projects, like TVL and the value-locked EVM sidechain, with a total of roughly 120 million users. Given how quickly these technologies are developing, 2026 appears to be going to blow out, and it will be very exciting to see all of this real work being done. Okay, so let's examine what Ripple just revealed, since in my opinion, we need to understand what's changing at the moment, particularly since this arrived today. Look at this. The FISRA's approval allows RLUSD to position itself within AGIM for future Middle Eastern expansion. Today, Ripple, a financial technology company that provides businesses with cryptocurrency solutions, announced that its USD-backed stablecoin, RLUSD, has been approved as a fiat reference token by Abu Dhabi's Financial Services Authority, the FSRA, allowing it to participate in the ADGM, the International Financial Century of Abu Dhabi. As long as they meet and continue to adhere to a strict set of regulatory requirements pertaining to the usage of fiat reference tokens, authorized individuals licensed by the FSRA are now permitted to utilize RLUSD to conduct related regulated activities. Considering that the ADG